Hello,
Here we
everybody, and welcome back to Arcanautus Ascent. We are here tonight, -1 moth person and +1 half-orc paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi.
Plant stuff.
Sorry.
You,
Carry on.
no, you were supposed to say
You were
hi.
you were supposed.
I said hi.
Oh, okay. It didn't go over. You were
Said
cutting out a
hi.
little.
I'm ready to fight some plant stuff.
Oh, none of that came through. Oh no. Okay, so
Oh, geez.
Jenzu, you were roused from your slumber when Zen and Zen and a couple of the crewmates had tossed down some new captives into the brig. A couple of rowdy-looking goblin and human gentlemen in some robes, very wet individuals that seem to have sustained severe combat injuries. Injuries that you usually would associate with Zen's patented blender technology. But
Yep.
They're also only wearing underwear.
they're also only wearing underwear, as they have been stripped of their belongings.
Nice.
Yeah. You awaken, roused from your slumber, and we're gonna go ahead and boop. Oh, hey. Oh, what's up? One of the crew members is down there. Oi, Jenzu, you want finally up?
Yeah.
You've been
Yep.
sleeping for days.
You've been sleeping for 2 weeks. We thought we were gonna lose you. No, you're not at all pretty bad. Like, is it possible that Jenzu perhaps had been in the midst of a drinking competition with some of the crew the night before?
It's very possible.
We will go with that then. Oi, here. One of the crew members throws you a lime, to suck on.
How loud are they speaking?
Sorry.
How loud are they speaking?
It's a very tense situation.
They're saying,
All right.
you better hold your ass upstairs. We're getting a little bit of combat going on. Get your weapons ready. And they
all right.
rush
No need
back
to
up.
yell, man. All right.
Oh, yes.
and
Okay,
he's
now I
gonna-
understand. Yes, it's too loud.
And he kind of just, steps up on deck and kind of takes a look around.
All right, you step up to the deck. At the top of the stairs is Zen, who looks panicked right now, if I recall correctly.
This panicked would be a good representation of how he feels currently.
So
one of his moms is being held captive.
yeah, you take in the scene,
Wait, what?
and you look out over the sea, and you see before you, let's put you there. A sphere, an invisible sphere, appears to be, the waves seem to be lapping against a 10-foot radius invisible sphere, centered around this, what probably, if it was standing up, would be 7-foot tall, lithe plant creature with a, pinkish, reddish head, that the inner, segments of it's got, a 7-part petal mouth, Demogorgon from Stranger Things kind of thing going on. And it's got these 4 pistols that it currently has wrapped around, pistols, P-I-S-T-I-L, everybody. Yeah, dude, mouth guns. No, pistols.
Got mouth gun pedals.
Yeah, no, like the plant part. Wrapped around one of Zen's flying swords. So yeah. And you see Jormungandr, the giant salamander that is just on the cusp of not really being a salamander anymore, and Siegfried on the opposite ship across the way, the ship covered in vines with various vine-like giant oars pulling it forward alongside your ship, the ship. All right, Jenzu, roll into initiative.
Yep.
We are still in initiative.
Oh, yes.
Do you have our
Okay.
initiative still written down?
Initiative, I saved it, and it is still here.
Awesome. Let me.
13.
13
Yeah, that's
total?
a Dex Paladin right there.
Oh, a Dex Paladin. Ooh, so Dexy. All right, we're gonna go with. Ooh, I have so many tabs open. All right. 13. Into the order you go. You are directly below Zen. Okay, top of the initiative order,
Okay.
Mari. Is going to remain at a distance, I'm gonna say. Head across the ship this way and sort of maintain their vision, and they are gonna hold their action to fire a shot. They're gonna hold their action to fire a shot when
The force field goes down?
yeah, here's the thing. The force field is invisible. I'll say they're going to hold their action for when the waves begin to move in that area again, indicating that the force field is gone. So Mari is holding their action. Siegfried, you are up. You are surrounded by these little tiny creatures that are like kicking and poking at you with little thorny hands, and they're just not dealing any damage to you.
They're bush children.
It's almost pathetic. And there is
Alright,
a box of gold in front of you.
So with my bonus action, I'm gonna activate the flame tongue.
You activate
Oh
the
my
flame
God.
tongue.
I'm gonna attack twice.
Excellent. Roll to hit. As the flames ignite, you see these little creatures recoil in horror.
Oh, no.
Kill them. Burn them to shreds.
The children.
They're not children. They're plant elemental weird things.
Can they hurt
They're-
him?
They're
They
not
were-
elementals. That hits. Which one are you killing first?
The one right in
no.
front of me.
Okay. As you bring the flame tongue down, as soon as the blade touches the creature, it just bursts into flames and begins to crackle like a dry Christmas tree, and just runs around in a circle for a little bit until it's just like two little legs running around, and then the legs burn away too.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
next. I think matching does hit, so which one do you kill next?
The one. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. You could choose.
1 sec. Oh, sorry?
I said it doesn't really matter at this point. You could choose.
We will say, let me check the vision on my dude here. Okay, he does have to actually be looking. He would feel one of his thralls explode. And as you destroy this thrall, I have to write that he's using his reaction. Z-Math is going to use his reaction. I'm gonna write reaction used. Reaction used. And the as you bring your sword down on this little bundle of twigs, it begins to ignite and burns away. But you see a little seed in the place fall from the form and bury itself into the deck of the ship, and then all of a sudden a tangle of vines rise out from the point that the creature was on. It is the equivalent of the spell Entangle, so it's 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. So 20-foot square is 20 feet on each side. So I'm gonna need to create a shape. I'm going to make this one green for plant. 20 foot, so boop, boop. Okay, I think that is a 20-foot square, and we're gonna zoom in to move that. Okay, so a 20-foot square of vines bursts out from that point.
Wait, so magic can go through? So his magic can go through it, or?
No, it is a telepathic command.
Okay. Oh yeah, you said it was like psionics.
Yes, his abilities are unique. It is not something that your characters have ever really seen before. And also, I'm pretty sure, did we establish that words could... Oh, you know what? No, because he was able to psionically talk to you guys, so if that can happen, then this could happen. Okay, so creatures in the area must succeed a strength saving throw or be... Yeah, this is probably going to be fine for you. Or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. Okay. So go ahead, Siegfried. And so Siegfried, this little guy here, and I'd say Jormungandr, who is up on the edge of the ship, would probably need to make these saves. So go ahead and roll your saves.
I also have advantage because I'm raging.
Sorry, it's a strength save, so yes, you would. I think these little dudes have a minus to their...
So that's,
yeah,
two?
they have a -2. Sorry, you got a what?
22.
22 does pass. Do you have the stats for Jormungandr, or do I? I think I do.
Just a giant crocodile.
Giant crocodile with a higher constitution, did we say? Or is it... Yeah, no, it's whatever. So it has a +5 to strength. Oh, that's a failure. So the twig blight here finds itself wrapped up, and Jormungandr, the vines like whip out and kind of like tie its face to the edge of the ship, and it's trying to like wiggle out of the way of that. So they are restrained for 1 minute.
Do they get to try to break out?
Yeah, at the end of their turns, they can attempt to try to break out and stuff.
While this is happening, I yell out to Sig, "What's in the chest?"
Siegfried, you can see gold in the chest. You're not sure how much. Looks like a pretty good amount, though. You'd say over 500.
All right.
He was trying to give us 500 gold
Over
for
500.
for an artifact.
That's still nothing compared to what we already have.
All right, I'm being a little bit silly here. Let's reorient ourselves here and allow Edward to reevaluate his estimation here. It is a chest. The chest would have contained much more gold than that. And Siegfried, you've interacted with gold enough to know there's probably somewhere between like 5,000 and 10,000 gold in there. Probably.
I'm going to tell him 500 gold.
There you go.
Oh.
He's trying to rip us off.
That's a really empty chest, because I saw the chest.
All right.
Wait,
It's really empty.
I tell the skull, get that goddamn chest. I don't believe this motherfucker for damn my life.
The skull is like,
my pockets are being filled for some reason. I don't know why.
It's magic.
Are you moving over? Are you moving over to the chest?
Yeah.
All right. The little twig blight is gonna roll to hit you with disadvantage. That's a natural 1. Its arm
Oh,
breaks
no.
off. The arm wraps around your like bicep as you like move through the tangle of vines, and its arm comes off and falls off of you. The area is difficult terrain, but I don't think that matters for you right now because it's not very far. Yeah, it's only 10 feet, so it uses 20 feet of movement, which you have. So yeah, what's the plan for you? Are you gonna do anything else?
No, this should be fine.
All right. Are you you have the hat and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have the hat. Are you doing any? Or you already did your action and stuff.
Mm.
Okay. So next
I
up in the
did
turn
anything,
order is
yeah.
Zen. Zen, you are up. You see the pinkish glow aimed directly at you from the distance, reflecting off the dark sea, illuminating the area within the force globe and just around it. While
Alright.
the globe is invisible, the effect caused by the captured waves is rather interesting. But you do see within that pinkish glow, still silhouetted against it, is Numa.
Alright. I'm going. So I point towards the men and I say, "You two, get that ballista ready. Fire that thing as soon as you see the waves return to normal. Try to peg that thing. Dawn Star, wrap around to still remain to have a shot on him, but get this ship as far away as possible. Jenzu, I'm gonna need your help to whale on this thing first chance you get. I'm going to use a bonus action to drink a potion of stone giant strength,
Oh.
which I pilfered um from Hugh, or no, or was it the other one? It
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter. One of the two captains.
Hugh the goblin carried all the shit. Magul didn't
Yes.
have many supplies on him.
Yeah, so a potion of giant strength that I got from that from them, and actually I will toss a potion. I'll like drop down. Take these if you want to use them. One is a potion of speed, and the other one is a what was it? Potion of growth. Let me just double check. That's what it was
So
called.
you can drop these as a free action, but you can't pass them off as you've already.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Just roll
yeah.
them to me.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna place them
They
down.
fall in his space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, what am I doing? I could just check my bag for what the items are called to double check. So it is.
You got a potion of
potion
speed,
of
potion
growth,
of growth. You took the
and a
giant strength,
potion.
which is 23
Yeah,
strength. You got a wand
yeah,
of detection. You got a spell scroll of bending, and you got a couple potions of healing,
yeah. So
and a couple of
so I'm
100 gold gems.
yeah. So it's a potion of growth and a potion of speed. Use them as you wish. If you want to share them with Sig when he gets over here from doing what he's doing, then I leave that decision up to you.
Oh
All right,
yeah.
and I'm going to.
Siegfried. Jormungandr would attempt to get out of it. Never mind. Moving on.
Never mind.
God damn it, Jormungandr, just eat them. Just eat the vines.
He is trying
Um,
to so hard.
He's not a vegetarian.
Yeah.
he eats anything
He
that's
does
organic.
He does eat anything. Well, anything.
So I'm going to climb off the edge of the boat and stealth. I'm gonna
Interesting.
like
Okay, roll a
using the
stealth
boat
check
as
for me.
cover. Yeah, I'm
So
using
you're
the boat as
using
cover.
5 feet of movement and falling off the edge of the ship in a stealthy way. Go ahead and roll stealth for me.
All right, let me just. I'm just trying to check the shadow sinker enchantment thing.
I
See if-
think it does give you advantage. Or did we remove that?
Move. You move silently underwater. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's true. So you fall into the water silently.
All right.
So
And
I'll just say you have advantage on the stealth check.
all right. I
As
get a
he
plus
sees you
5.
disappear, but he doesn't hear you hit the water.
Well, I mean, he's in the water still, so like I'm like above him, so it might be hard for him to see me anyway.
Well, his head
Uh,
is above water, and you just went below water. So
all right. So wow,
oof, that always sucks. 7
uh,
plus 5 is what?
that's a 12.
12 is, I think, lower than his passive perception. We'll see. Okay, so you sink down below.
And I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to use all my movement to go down. And
Okay, so
let
you
me see.
go down into the inky depths. With the moonlight illuminating the surface, it is still not a lot of light compared to what is typical during the day.
All right.
If this creature has difficulty seeing in darkness, you will be pretty much covered by
All right.
by the darkness of the depths. 30 feet down is still a little bit of light. I think it's around like 40 to 80 feet that light stops really being a thing.
I am under the ship though.
Oh, so physically just move yourself where you are for me.
All
Are
right,
you still
so,
radiant or no?
I didn't use my. Oh, I did use
You
that,
did it
but
before,
I
but
don't give.
it's
I
probably
don't give
no,
off
it's gone.
light.
It's gone now.
I don't give. I don't. No, no, no. I used it like last turn. But I don't give off light.
Okay.
That's only sick. That's only scourges
Got it.
that give off light.
Got
But
it.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
under.
flip you upside down to indicate you're below the ship. Okay. So move yourself
All
wherever
right.
you want to be. You still have 5, and
I'm
then
just
you still
gonna
got like
just
30,
sink down below
20
like
feet of
this.
movement.
I'm fine where I am right here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sink down and I'm gonna hold my action to attack with the anchor rod and
You used your
yeah.
action to stealth.
Oh,
To hide.
oh, I see. Then okay, then I'll do that next turn.
If you just want to have a physical barrier between you guys, you can, hold an action. But if you know,
No, this is fine. This is
okay,
fine.
sorry. So
I'll work with
hiding
what I got.
is an action if you're not a
I'll work with what
rogue.
I got because
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, making yourself less visible to outside observers takes like a little bit of adjusting and takes time to get set up. Okay. So we're looking at next in the turn order is the skull. Where's the skull?
It's still on the ship.
You
You
just
said it
left
was
it
just
on the
floating.
deck?
You said it was floating there, doing its own thing.
It floats when it's using the magic. Right now, it's just on the deck. You like left it there like it was gonna float, and then it just tumbled onto the deck and said, "Ah!"
It knows its job.
It knows its job though. All right, you're doing that. Zeminski.
Is it gonna do its job?
Zeminski.
Oh, okay.
Jenzu, you see that skull with the
Yes.
ruby inlaid in its eye begin to float up, and it like is trying to. It tilts its head up a little bit so that it's able to see over the edge of the ship.
Like a little kid.
It's tough for it to see from that angle, and in the fact that the floating was more for flavor before, he can't really like fly.
Oh, I see.
So he can't really see the thing that he wants to pull. He can see the chest over here though, I think, right?
I mean, it depends.
That
where
also
he is.
doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Why'd you tell me it could float?
Every time I said it floats up a few inches and then it drops back down.
Can Jenzu use a I don't know, bonus action to like lift
can
up
we
the
just
skull?
put him on a barrel?
One of the
Can we just-
You put the
Just put him
skull
on
on a barrel that's next to the stairs. Yes.
There we go.
And it floats up a little bit and it's able to see. Yeah. And it's like, and it's funny. We're talking about how telepathy and stuff goes through things. I'd argue that the spell telepathy, I need the wording. Because he's already concentrating on it, and he already kind of has it. So it's, like, already established.
Mm-hmm.
A telepathic link between yourself... Oh, wait, no, it's not telepathy. It's... Wait, what the fuck is the spell called? Wait.
No.
Whoa, what? Oh, telekinesis. Okay. Yeah, there we go. My bad. Alright. You gain the ability to move creatures and objects through thought. On one creature or object you can see. I would argue that telepathy effects and, like, psychic effects can go through it because we have been working under that assumption this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And the barrier is invisible, so he can see it. I guess, okay, so if we're talking Wall of Force, psychic effects seem to be the way to go. Or, like, things that you don't fire a bolt of magic or a line of magic, that sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, Zen, since we've been talking about this, what exactly is the wording on Hunter's Mark?
I mean, I'm not using Hunter's Mark currently, but it's like you're placing a marker on it.
You mystically mark it as your quarry.
Yeah.
Essentially.
A creature you can see within range, and mystically mark it as your quarry. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would argue that Hunter's Mark would be able to go through the Wall of Force because, wait, alright, I think we already talked about this.
You just said that magic doesn't go through it, so that's what you said last time. So if you want to say it works, it works. If you don't, I'll work around it.
Let's see. Hunter's Mark. Divination.
No, it's all mental and shit. So, I mean, mental stuff is one of those technicalities I'm gonna say is, like, you can't do a brain blast through it, but I'd argue that minor mental effects... Oh, shit. We'll just go with whatever we've been going with. Fuck it. He pulls, here.
Make it work.
He's like... So, did he try to pull this guy last turn and he couldn't?
That's what you said.
Okay, he's gonna pull the chest now. Okay, the chest gets moved 30 feet this way. Siegfried, as you, are about to reach for the chest, it suddenly moves 30 feet over, the ocean. Huh? Object. You can try to move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. If the object isn't, it can be moved in 30 feet, but not beyond the range of the spell. If you succeed, you pull the object. 30 feet, but not beyond the You can exert fine control on the object. Okay. You can affect the same target round after round, or choose a new one. I'm gonna argue this. It's a 5th level spell. It can keep the thing elevated if it needs to. If it's an object specifically, I'd say.
And I guess stay floating.
Just because instead, it's... Actually, that really isn't what it does. The chest begins to sink rapidly into the ocean.
God,
all right.
Fucking damn
it. It's the wording of the spell. It doesn't say that the effect continues. It just says it moves at 30 feet. Oh, hey! Until the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained in your telekinetic grip. A creature lifted upward is suspended in midair. Fuck it. The object does the same thing. Cool.
Nice.
We're all right. Got it. It's telekinesis. I apologize. That's me not fully reading the spell. We're good. It doesn't sink.
That's all right.
It is
We got
floating
it.
about 25 feet above the water. So this chest is floating about 25 feet above the water. All right. Next up in the turn order is Numa. Did I lose somebody here? No, we're good. Numa,
this thing? That's
Zen.
the
That's a spiritual weapon, yeah.
yeah.
Zen. You begin to hear what should be a message in your head from Numa, but it falters and is unable to communicate. I'm gonna just
kill
double
this
check
thing.
that it can't repeat the save.
That's what you said before.
Nope, until the grapple ends. Okay. Alright, next up in the turn order is Zmath. It is currently concentrating. I'm gonna write C here for concentration. It is currently concentrating on the Wall of Force. I'm pretty sure Wall of Force is concentration.
It is.
It is. There's a bit of a disappointed sigh, or at least Jenzu.
Entangle is also concentration. Is that a problem?
This specific ability does the entangle from these little guys is not a spell. It is a spell-like ability.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like it self-destructs them into a tangle of vines, essentially.
So it's not the spell.
Yeah, it is not. It is not a spell. It is a spell-like ability.
Oh, my mistake. I apologize.
Yeah, the ability does not. All right.
I got you.
I'll just read it for you, just so that you guys know. Pawn sacrifice. As a reaction to a twig blight taking damage, can cause the creature to die, bursting in the equivalent of an entangle spell on the point. On that point, it should say, based on its spell save DC, does not require concentration.
Gotcha.
Okay, based on. Okay. Got you.
Also, I used the wrong it's. Unacceptable. On the creature's point. Sorry, me doing editing in the midst of... Alright, sorry. That's just grammatical errors.
No problem.
Moving on. That's... Okay, it's gonna do... It's going to... It can't see Zen anymore, and it doesn't really know where he is. But it does see Jenzu arrive, this new sort of person. And Jenzu, as you're looking at this plant-like entity, you see the reddish, pinkish fronds unfurl, and the thorny maw, the interior... Did you just...
Don't do it. Stop that.
We don't do
Not
that
here. Not here.
I was trying to delete it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Carry on.
I understand that it would be more of a visual spectacle, but we don't do that here. For now. Sorry. Moving on. You see the pinkish glow from within this flower of red thorny petals. As the sword is still held aloft. Jenzu, you hear in your head, the other one's fleeing. You can toss the artifacts over. I can have the others retrieve them. If you do so, I will leave the sword alone. I saw his fear. Jenzu, as you hear that, you also see the tendrils wrap around, and the sword vibrates a little bit. And Zen, you hear in your head another pained cry as
it attacks again.
+7 to hit with advantage. I think an incapacitated creature, it's an auto crit. Let me double check. Or no, I think it just has advantage.
Miss.
Oh no, never mind. It's incapacitated. Let me see. Attack rolls
Missed.
against it have. Oh no, unconscious is the auto crit. It's just advantage. So ba.
You could do it, Numa.
Oh wait, what?
Come in.
A stunned creature fails dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage. Okay, so it'll just roll to hit with advantage. Of course, its tendrils still need to find a place to hit.
Brain blast.
Oh, 8 plus 7 is actually not enough.
Nope, no, it is not.
As the tendrils wrap around, the blade seems to vibrate in response. And one of the tendrils recoils before recoiling around the blade for a moment, and there's a frustrated sound emitting from the creature's psyche. I believe that is the end of its turn, right?
Good job, Numa.
Yeah, that's the end of what it's doing. Who is... Oh, hey! I should have been rolling with advantage for him versus the telepathy. Whoops! Hey guys, help me remember. This dude has magic resistance. Alright, moving on.
Oh.
I
Fun.
see.
Anyways, next up in the turn order is our buddy...
Mari?
That's who I lost. Jenzu, what was your initiative?
13.
There it is.
I actually think it's 14 because
14, thank you. You were supposed to go, I did the enter, but then I'm like, why'd I do that? And then we started talking and I got confused, I forgot. You should have gone before him, so go ahead and take your action based on the words that you heard before, and you see the tendrils wrapping around the sword aggressively.
Wait, I've still heard him speak to me.
We'll just say yes.
Okay. So Jenzu just kind of goes, "Oh, holy hell! Is that plant thing? What the?" All right.
You
heard
heard this directly into your mind. It wasn't exactly language per se, just a communication of a message through kind of thought and emotion.
Just had like a rough night and just like comes to this plant thing sending weird images to his mind. He's just like, nope, screw this, nope. So he's gonna jump into the water.
Nice.
And he's gonna try to attack the force field twice.
Oh, okay, cool. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah, so he's gonna take his rapier and just try to slice it open.
I see. All right, go ahead. Just roll the one time for me. If you did you already roll twice?
I rolled twice, but yeah, sorry.
Do you know your modifier?
The attack bonus would be 7. So...
Okay. You're able to hit it twice. And your blade bounces off of the invisible barrier. You see a slight shimmer in the air as your blade strikes once, twice, and it seems to have no effect.
Cool.
You feel your blade pushed away as it makes contact with the barrier.
Okay, so now Jenzu's just kind of like, paddling in the water, just staring at this thing like, all right, well, that did...
It kind of it turns its head towards you as it fails to... You know what? We'll say it gets distracted by you, and that's why it misses its attacks against the blade next turn. It just kind of...
There we go.
It opens one leaf at you, kind of like giving you the plant flower mouth equivalent of a side eye. And it would say useless into your head.
Dang. Rude.
Next up is the crew. All right. Keep distance, but so keep the.
You want me to repeat what I said?
No. You got it. Keep your distance, but pull around as well. We'll say we get there. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can only put you so far out because we're a little bit at the edge of the battle map here.
Oh, I gotta move myself.
Oh, whoops. Good point.
I'm still underwater, so it's whatever.
Yes. Side note, Jenzu, did you grab those? You
Potion.
didn't. You grabbed the
I didn't
potions.
say I did. I was going to, but
So
I
there's
didn't.
2 potions on the ship, on the deck of the ship. They just probably rolled down the
Yay.
stairs from the forward movement. I'm just gonna roll a d20 real quick.
No.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh, thank God.
Jenzu.
Hey,
The hell.
Jensu's hung over. Like, give him a break.
Yeah. Well, jumping into the ocean, the nighttime, the afternoon ocean. It's not as warm as you'd like. It's a little bit sobering.
So then, yeah, Jensu, like, after he attacks the force field, he's like, wait, potions!
And looks back at the
And
ship,
looks back
which
at
is
the ship,
pulling
too.
away.
Yep, oh no.
Yeah, that's much funnier now. Alright. And these guys are holding their action to wait for the shimmering barrier to go down. If that barrier goes down, this guy's gonna feel a world of hurt. Next up are the twig blights. Siegfried.
Fear him.
This guy gets here, this guy gets here, and this guy attempts to escape with a -2. I don't think he actually can escape. Wait, what's his
no.
spell save DC?
Jeez.
Wasn't it
Oh,
like
it's only 15 for the spells? Huh. That's weird. I thought it
the
was
save
higher.
for the save for the stun was higher than that?
Well, it was 15 and you rolled real bad.
I didn't roll that bad, but it wasn't.
I was
It-
real
it-
bad.
Huh?
Let me just...
It was real
I think
bad.
it was. I think I got like a 14, maybe.
Yeah, that's
I
real
think you
bad.
got a 14, yeah.
Failed.
Shut up, you. Get in the goddamn water and help hit this thing to death. It
Okay,
has
I
my
will.
mom. Well, it has one of my 3 moms.
Wait, what?
It's really complicated.
Got 2 others.
Okay,
Jeez.
so the twig blights are angrily, like, moving through the remains of their friend to try to get to you, Siegfried. Alright, top of the round, y'all. Mari is up. They are gonna keep holding their shot, and they're gonna kind of follow along, the ship a little bit. Kaiser is gonna start, because you told him to start pulling the ship away, right?
Oh well, the person with which ship? This
Upper
the yeah, they don't
Captured
have any. Yeah, they don't have anything that we can use to help fight. So yeah, they could just.
They do have 2 ballista on the ship.
I see. Well, if they have a, nah, I didn't command them, so they can.
Yeah,
I told.
Nox will start bringing the ship back towards the island unless you tell him otherwise. I'll say
No,
you
that's-
would have remembered this and been able to shout out an order while you were giving orders to this crew as well, because the ships were close.
I'll just say like as long as they're still in range to fire a bolt at this thing, if they see the thing go down, to just do the same, but to head towards mainland.
Got it.
You know, because otherwise they're probably just gonna die, and I don't want them to die.
Okay.
You deleted my men.
Yeah. Don't wait. How did I wait? There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah. So these 2. I guess we'll ready the ballista, and just be like, at least the turnaround's quick in this economy.
You're already back to working.
Yep. Already back to work. All right, not bad. How's the pay? You hear fucking Kaiser growl at them with the wolf mask. All right, sounds good.
Our lives.
That's a pretty good deal. Mari
To be
will
honest,
continue
it's probably
to hold.
more than they're getting paid before.
Yeah. They were. If you asked them, they'll tell you they were getting paid pretty well. All right, Siegfried, you are up. Mari is holding their shot.
I'm gonna walk up to the plants.
Okay. Remember, it's difficult terrain. You can get right here, and what do you do?
I'm gonna attack the two that just walked up.
Okay, roll to hit.
Let's say it again.
Hit and hit. You delete 2 more of these creatures. It seems like you have thinned out the crew very significantly. The one that is restrained by the body of its dead friend seems a little bit distraught. As
him
distraught
alive.
as a shrub can be.
You're gonna keep him alive.
Keep him alive.
Just-
That one can watch.
Oh no.
As it's the smoldering...
Useless.
Sorry?
Tell him useless.
Oh.
Ooh.
You send... you know what? Siegfried, roll intimidation for me.
Oh no.
I knew it. I knew it.
What's
stronger,
okay, so it
fear or mind
turns...
control?
It retreats into itself, and you see a little pot fall to the floor. It appears to be hiding in what appears to be a small pot that was part of its form. It is out of the fight. I am turning it upside down.
Oh no.
Cowed by
Wait, take the pot.
Siegfried.
Take the pot with you. We'll raise it as a pet.
Well, no, you gotta raise it right this time.
Yeah.
Get rid of its
No,
evil
wait.
ways.
That's to be a
Jenzu's
coward.
gonna take care of the plant.
It's like the ending of Sky High.
No.
We only do the deepest pulls here in Arcanautus Ascent. All right. Next up in the turn
Tell you
order.
the truth. If I was raising it, it's probably gonna be more evil.
I'm not telling you to raise it. I'm telling me to raise it.
Hey,
I don't trust
the
you with
one-
anything.
You know,
I'm
you're...
the one that
I'm gonna
did
say this right now. Once Siegfried finds a weird animal thing, his claws are in it. You're not gonna get anywhere near it.
Oh god.
Don't-
No,
It was a
that's-
natural
that's
22.
fair.
That thing will do whatever you say for the next day.
Jeez.
Don't forget Jormungandr.
I guess they'll
Jormungandr
break out.
makes a strength save with a plus 3 or 4?
5.
Oh yeah, 5.
5.
That's a fail.
Useless.
Cats eat cookies.
Does he have advanced? Does he?
No.
Is he proficient at least?
I don't think so.
Nope. He's only proficient in stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
Useless.
Well, it's his black
Didn't get it,
carapace. Did you just say that's Jormungandr?
Yep. He
You
gets
hear
it
back
too.
into your head a very frustrated feeling as it begins to gnaw on the thorny vines, and sort of like you feel a bit of a how dare you insult me?
I'll show you. I'll show you all.
No, Siegfried, you get as you insult your salamander, you get the sense of it contemplating potentially eating you as you sleep at night.
He's tried that before.
Yeah.
Coward.
Of course.
I'm surrounded by cowards.
So not an unfamiliar feeling. Something you're relatively used to at this point, Siegfried. Next up, or Siegfried, is that it?
Just like,
Just
no,
imagining
I'll
him
eat
like,
you.
ooh, I'll show him. I'm gonna eat him in his sleep. Yeah, that motherfucker. Who's useless now? Yeah, I'm gonna eat you in your sleep.
I'll eat you and take your power. And then it'll have fucking a psychic protection against anything that tries to control it because it'll have both sides of the blood bond.
Oh, jeez.
Nothing, you didn't hear that.
I'm all powerful now.
He's writing that down, everyone.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Take-
Siegfried, is there anything else you want to do? You've used 40, you moved 10 feet, so you used 20 feet of movement. You've killed 2 things, and you've intimidated one into complete and utter submission. Are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Alright, that sounds about right. Jormungandr will keep attacking the vines to attempt to escape, but they keep growing back over its face as it's now frustratedly biting at them. That was Siegfried. Zen, you are up.
All right. I'm going to
I will say, you're 30 feet down. You said correct,
yeah.
or it would be like probably 25 because of the 5 feet of movement. Or no, it's 30 feet, 35 feet down because you have swim speed.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going
Unless you have a
to
preference.
I'm just gonna so I'm gonna like continually go down, but I'm gonna let me how far exactly am I gonna move over? Let's see. I'm gonna move over like 15 feet this way, but travel downward.
So you can get like 70. You're now at 70 minus 70 feet. There's very little light at this point.
All right.
Where are you
So I
moving here, you
wanna
said?
yeah.
Okay.
And but I have dark vision, so that's whatever for
You
me.
do.
Um, and I'm going to use a bonus action to drink one of the potions of
So
healing
you're
I got.
underwater.
I'll drink the water too.
You know what? And you can also breathe water, so there's not really a risk of choking on it, is there?
Just inhale all of it.
So,
Anything.
Zen, you are currently under the effects of the potion of stone giant strength, correct?
Correct.
And you said you are whatting now?
Healing potion as a bonus action.
Okay, healing potion is fine. So
Remember the other potions are fucking in the ship.
they certainly
Jenzu.
are. You heard the tink
I'm an
tink tink
idiot.
tink of them rolling down the stairs, Jenzu, as the ship pulls
I just-
away.
I just saw him jump off without them in his hands, and I was like, "What the hell? You've essentially wasted him."
Okay, so
I heal 8.
you heal 8.
All right.
These are regular healing potions, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm at that many's.
When you
And,
can breathe underwater, you can drink potions underwater, no problem. You feel a bit of a gurgling in your stomach, but you're otherwise fine.
And
And it appears because
like,
it's not a consistent magical effect, it is not causing any issues.
I'm going to hold my action to as soon as I see the shield go down to use the anchor rod to grapple the guy and drag him underwater.
So as a reminder, the anchor rod is a ranged weapon.
I'll take this. I'm ready to take disadvantage
So you
for
cannot attack with ranged weapons while underwater outside their minimum range.
I thought it would just give me disadvantage.
No, because it's not air.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the rules for underwater combat, which I conveniently pulled up because I figured this would happen. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target within normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
Ah, crap. That sucks.
I would argue the anchor rod won't give you disadvantage, but you still can't travel outside of its normal range. Which is what, 30 feet now? We changed it to?
Yeah, it's 30 to 80.
Yeah. So you could still drag that motherfucker 30 feet underwater. He doesn't seem comfortable in the water like something with a swim speed. I can tell you that much. So would you prefer to be closer and a little higher up?
Yeah, I guess. I'll still stay below, and I'll just use the movement so that I can be 30 feet below him. So I guess I'll just remain as deep as I was when I jumped off the ship, and then just go like
Okay.
under.
Because
Yeah.
you have 40 feet of movement, yeah, so that's no problem. So you are now 30-ish, 35 feet below this thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah.
Okay. You are holding
gonna-
the anchor rod, and this is specifically the pole. Although, never mind, we specified. We're good. Okay. Alright. The skull is next. The skull, I'm just gonna roll d20. Also fell off the barrel. No, that I realized that would be kind of stupid. No, it is able to continue to pull the.
It kind of just like a bit and it kind of fell to its side, and it was just
wait.
like, oh, come on, and then just floated
Telekinesis
itself.
60 feet.
Oh no, it's out of range.
Maybe it did fall off the barrel.
Wait. I just want to reread the spell. You gain the ability to move or manipulate them within your can see within range. As the ship moved away, the treasure chest begins to fall into the sea.
Jeez.
The skull shouts out. No, the skull can't shout out. It's not. It doesn't do that. How close would it have to be? No, it can't. It just can't.
Oh no.
It can't do anything.
No, skull.
Anybody who can see the ship, the faint red glow of the skull begins to fade.
Jeez.
I have to
You
remove the skull.
failed.
I have to remove the skull from the initiative because it. Oh no, it's still concentrating on the spell. Okay, so it's still concentrating on. Oh, so okay.
Can it reach him?
Can
Can it reach him?
The
Can
yeah,
I reach
no, it can't.
him? I can't
60
reach
feet,
him.
yeah.
But reach
It's
it, like-
right in the space that you left it, and that's 80 feet away. It's 60 feet for telekinesis. If I'm being honest,
You wouldn't have been able to do it in the
it
first
wouldn't have been
place.
able to do it in the first place. So we'll say, as it exits the spell, there is a bit of a bungee cord effect, as narrative causality appears to shoot the chest back towards the ship, and you hear a bit of a shit, or no, a wizard swear, Merlin's fucking beard, as it shoots back and kind of hits the edge of the ship and just tumbles off over the side back onto the ship. Siegfried, there was a chest precariously leaning. It looks like it's about to fall over if you don't catch it. Alright. The skull is pretty much out for now. Numa. Jenzu. Jenzu, you're
It's
up.
cruel that you give. It's cruel that you mention her initiative. It's cruel. I
Uh-huh.
hope you know.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Alright,
I'm gonna stab
so
it. a bunch.
Jenzu's gonna cast aid
Oh, interesting. Okay.
to Numa. Can I go through the shield? Can I cast to Numa?
Okay, so the
No.
aid spell,
That can happen?
maybe? Probably not. Let's see.
It blocks all Maho.
Because aid, I can read it out.
Within range.
Bolster your allies' toughness and resolve. Choose up 3 creatures within range. Each creature's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration. And I'd be casting it at 3rd level, so that'd be 10 hit points. Yeah, so it just bolsters my allies. I feel like toughness and resolve is a mental thing,
You know what?
right?
You saying that sentence just convinced me to allow it. So
Yay.
for future reference, creatures within the sphere have total cover even though they're visible.
Oh,
Which is why
okay.
this whole thing comes up. But
But it's not a
I'm
visible.
gonna say you just convinced me that it's
It's
bolstering their toughness and resolve through divine intervention.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yay, thank you.
I'm gonna play a little fast and loose with Okay, so like firing a magical bolt of energy
Definitely.
through it, 100% not gonna work. Fireball,
Yeah.
100% not gonna work. But like this kind of thing is one of those weird middle grounds. I'm gonna argue that this works.
Yay.
Or
Thank
actually, I'm the
you.
DM. I could just say it works. Never mind. We're good. All right,
Cool.
so you are allowed to aid Numa. Please roll.
so I-
Is it rolling dice or is it just a straight number?
Nope, just straight.
What
It'd
level are
be
you
5,
doing
but
it
since I'm
at?
casting it at level 3, that's 10 hit points to both Numa and to Zen, because Zen's in range too, right? Below me.
Yep.
Cool. So both of you guys get 10. Add 10 to your max hit points.
And current hit
And
points.
Mhm.
All right. Can you do yourself as well? You can do yourself as well.
And
Yep. You are a creature within
Alright.
range.
okay, cool. Then I will do so. Yay! Awesome.
Nice. All right. You see this divine magic. You see the flicker of the magic. It seems to take a couple extra seconds. You think at first that it doesn't reach Numa, but then you see after a couple of seconds a little bit of a divine spark shine off the edge of the blade, almost as if the celestial link to the spirit seems to almost allow this magic to work a little bit better than it otherwise should be able to.
Oh yeah, because Numa is a celestial.
Yeah, let's go with that. That's just,
Yeah.
it makes more
So,
sense
yeah.
in that regard as well.
Jenzu kind of holds his ring at this holy symbol, to his vest, thank you, Helm.
Nice. Jenzu, is that the end of your turn? Probably.
I can, unless I want to could I unarmed strike the giant bubble that's not gonna do anything?
You want to
Yeah, I
just
don't
bonus
think much I
action punch it real
use.
quick?
Yeah, you know what? Sure.
I'll allow you to narratively declare that you just punch it, and your
That's-
fist begins to push towards it and just bounces off. You get the impression that it will not work.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out a way to break it, and it's not. He's like, I can't poke it. If I just brute force it, no. Okay.
I will say that could be part of your movement, is trying to move yourself through the barrier. It's not like an actual punch, but it's more like just a pushing on it.
Yeah, pushes away through.
And it doesn't work. It's you are pushed in the opposite direction of the barrier when you touch the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up in the turn order is the guy with the sword in his mouth. He looks around to Jenzu, and then Zen, you see the surface of the water illuminate with a pink light as its head twists down towards you. And you hear...
It can't see me, I'm invisible. What
it
you
has...
mean?
Are you invisible?
No, I'm one with the shadows.
It does have dark vision, and it can in fact see you. I'm sorry.
It has no eyes.
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's funny how that works.
You. Can sense you.
It's going to just...
It's got little sensors.
It's going to taunt you again, Zen. It's going to say...
It's taunting me?
Oh, jeez.
Bring the ship back, and all this madness will end. Otherwise, I will just continue to relax in here and have fun. As it kind of swims over to the edge of the barrier and just kind of whacks the sword against the edge of the barrier a couple times with its tentacles. So, you be very happy your sword doesn't have a brain. I'm just going to put that out there. Just the heads up.
It's a sword, my dude.
18 AC. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, an 18 just barely hits.
Okay, just barely hit. Just barely gets him.
It matches. That's what it is.
Okay.
It matches.
2d10 plus 4 psychic damage. All right.
Is he able to sense Numa's mind?
Yeah. Mind?
Uh-huh.
Does Numa have a mind?
Well, it communicates with me. What I'm saying is he's attacking a sword. We understand why it makes sense.
Yes.
But it's weird. But we know why it makes...
the very distinct impression this creature is used to weird things like, say, plants or something that usually doesn't have a psychic presence in the world, having a psychic presence in the world.
Gotcha.
You get the feeling this creature doesn't find this weird at all.
All right.
And
point made.
and with their taunting of you, they seem to understand what they're doing exactly.
I'm going to fillet your. Well, you don't have bones. I'm just gonna.
Ha ha! It hears you recoil in thinking your come back up, and it's just chuckles at you.
Numa's
in
unconscious. If that's the damage it
Numa
dealt.
falls unconscious.
Oh,
So
jeez.
Is that with the plus 10 HP as well?
yeah.
Oh no. Wait. Wait, can I do that?
I can't
Does that
spell.
Unconscious.
Numa unk. All right. Cool.
You do know it's spelled Pneuma, right?
Huh?
That's not
The
how you
silent-
spell.
The silent P?
Yeah,
Wait.
it's
You've
Pneuma.
never told me that.
We've been spelling
You
Numa like that
have
for
not
years.
told me that in
every
the
session.
however like 10 sessions that we've had. You have never
mean,
spelled it once.
So
What's the use
yeah,
of that silent P?
Wait, write
just
it
trying
in
to make it
chat. How is
complicated.
it spelled?
Pneuma. It's a reference to a character in a game, and that's how it's spelled. It also the word means something. I don't remember what it means though, but it's an actual word.
Okay. You hear a chuckle directly into your mind, Zen, as Numa begins to lose their grasp on the blade, while their mental presence is seemingly locked with it. This assault on their mind, on their consciousness, is continuing as the blade is still being manipulated in a very dangerous manner. All right, that is the end of their turn. It is the crew's turn. Ship keeps going, I guess.
Yeah, they could just keep going. There's no point at this point.
Shall we remove them from combat?
I guess.
You know what? I'll leave them over here.
It seems like this. He literally said he's just gonna lounge in there until like he's just gonna stay in the bubble. So like, yeah, like
Wait, give him
by the
stuff.
time
Just
he's
leave.
out.
He seems to be speaking Zen, you feel the link continuing. He is listening to anything that you say as well, as the pinkish glow is aimed down into the water below him.
Oh, okay, all right,
He
fine.
seems like he's listening. That said,
we
we're
talking?
still in initiative.
We talking? You listening?
The
All right,
Twig Blight's
hear this.
turn.
You'll pay.
Of course. And Zen, he would respond, "Another day, perhaps. But for now, I will get what I want." Siegfried, the potted plant attempts to, like one little branch sticks out of the pot and attempts to wiggle out of the, body of its dead friend.
Alright.
And it actually succeeds. It loosens up.
I'm already teaching it to be stronger.
And it goes away. You can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
No.
Okay. It goes below
It
deck.
It gets to watch.
It goes below deck. Or no,
Coward.
it'll hide in this little patch of moss. It's in here. There's just a pot face down and a patch of moss.
Oh, no.
Siegfried, did you already go this turn yet, or is it your turn now?
Yeah. Oh,
You already went. Did we already roll for everybody?
It
Jormungandr
was-
and everything. That was the pathetic
Jormung-
one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Crew, Twig Blights, top of the turn order. Mari, is going to sing this new ally. What's their fly speed? 40?
I have no idea.
Pretty sure it's 40. But they're gonna fly along while still having their arrow knocked and aimed. They would shout out, "Hi, I'm Mari, by the way," to Jenzu. Yeah, Jenzu, there's a moth person that's got a glowing a glowing arrow knocked in their bowstring. The arrow seemingly shining the same color as the moonlight.
Nice.
All right. Next up is Siegfried. Siegfried, you're up. There's a tangle of vines around you. You can help get Jormungandr out if you see fit, or you could go do something with the little plants. Your call.
Don't forget about the chest too.
The
if
chest
you
is
wanna use
also
your,
in your area.
if you want to
as
use
well.
your free action.
You
to
have
do that.
many. You have many options.
I'm gonna ask Jormungandr if he needs help.
Jormungandr would say, no.
Baka.
I'm strong. I'm big. I'm bigger than these vines. I'm gonna eat the shit out of these vines."
All right. So I'm gonna over to Little Pot.
His name is Little Pot now.
As Little Pot.
Help! Help!
10.
I love that.
us.
Whatever. You can get over to him. You
Said
get
he
over
didn't
to
help.
him. What do you do?
Pet him.
You pet his pot.
Siegfried,
Say hello.
you
What?
bastard.
So Siegfried, it will shiver in fear. What are you
okay.
attempting to do?
I'm trying to
Little
just calm
handling
it
check.
down.
Okay, roll a persuasion check for me with disadvantage because of how frightening you are.
We're over here
If he
fighting.
gets a nat
He's over
20, I
here
swear to God.
taming potted plants.
We're all dying, and he's just like, it's a plant.
I want it.
A disadvantage, right?
Unfortunately, yes, just because of how much you fright. You rolled a nat 20 for frightening it. Okay, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh, young one.
It will stick its little head apparatus out of the pot and kind of look at you side-eye from the moss. You may take some more convincing for it to react in any positive way.
Or if you come
and
with me, you'll be strong.
also, its master still exists. Can these things talk? One sec. That would be bad. I mean, like, just morally. One sec.
That'd be
Can't
really bad.
speak. Can't speak, but it does understand you. There's a hint of recognition in its eyes at your words, but it still seems very frightened. Ignore my pings. Siegfried, is that all?
Yep.
Zen, you are next. The pink illumination from within is still aimed down at you. The communications from Numa have ceased, but you do feel a disrupted and staticky presence where your connection usually is, like your mental connection with them. The spiritual connection is weakening as the mental connection is currently severed. Sorry, Zen.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm gonna spend my bonus action to drink another one of those potions.
Another healing. All right, that's 2
Yeah.
healing potions down. Yes, drink up. Drink up. Bide your time.
Oh, we also forgot to do the Jormungandr thing again.
Ahem. He gets out. He tears free, and would immediately shoot over here.
Of course. Eat more things.
That thing made him look foolish.
Yeah,
It made him look small.
yeah,
So he eats it.
yeah. It's about to be like when like a creature at the aquarium is really pissed and just starts attacking the glass. That's what this whole situation is going to look like in a moment.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Actually, Zen, you see the pink light turn away from you for a sec and illuminate in the water this dark form, the beady little eyes of the very large salamander-like monstrosity that is just rapidly swimming towards the globe before the pink light slowly turns back towards you.
I'm going to. No, I have. Okay, so I'm gonna say to Jenzu, um, oh yeah, I'm underwater.
And Jenzu is above the water.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay with what I'm doing. Like,
All right, you're gonna hang out. You're not
yeah,
gonna.
I mean,
You're not gonna jab at him more verbally, or I guess telepathically, or anything. Nothing there really. Just
I
gonna
guess
wait.
all I'll say is, so you're gonna take away from you what's mine. I guess we'll just take away from you what's yours. Actually, I have movement, so I'm gonna move to below Jenzu, and then can they hear me?
Yeah,
Like I'm going around the bubble,
the
and I'm
the
like,
bubbles will reach up. Wait, you're 30 feet down, right? If Jenzu
I
puts their head underwater, they can kind of hear you.
and
Jenzu,
I'm just gonna.
do you have dark vision? Okay, you can
Yes.
see Zen moving down below you and like wave, and you stick your head underwater for a sec. Zen, what do you say?
I say, work with Siegfried and take over that ship. Destroy what needs to be destroyed. Take what needs to be taken. And then as soon as this bastard um puts down his shield, I'll do what I have to do. And looks like Jormungandr's raring to fight this guy too. So as soon as
Jormungandr's
that
mouth is
happens,
open.
get back to this. Help us in this fight. And then I'm gonna resume what I was doing before. Just
Okay.
I'm gonna dip back down and uh hold my action to attack this
And
guy.
you still got that stone giant strength up as well.
Yep.
Nice. The skull, you hear, fuck. Bippity boppity fuck. Sorry, it has to be a wizard swear.
I asked him to teleport and he failed.
He can't, he can't teleport something else.
upon hearing hearing what Zen was saying, Jenzu kind of just give like the okay sign underwater.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, mission message received.
Yeah, just about visible with the moonlight kind of illuminating from above.
Yeah. So he doesn't have dark vision, but like darkness is dim light and dim light is bright. So it's 60 feet. I can still
That
see
is
60.
dark vision, isn't it?
It's like modified. It doesn't say dark vision
Does it
directly.
say low light vision?
It was something like that. I didn't write it down.
You're a half orc?
Yeah.
They're the other kind though. They're the Fineling half orc. The
Don't
variant
know
one.
what it's called.
You can treat dim light as bright light and in darkness as if it was dim light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have dark vision. That is dark vision. The
Okay,
app
cool.
might just not call it dark vision.
Yeah, I didn't say it directly,
because
but
of
it's
legal
essentially.
reasons or whatever. That was the skull. Numa is unconscious. Do they have to make death
That's
saves? They do.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Do you want to roll it?
I'll roll it. So it's
Okay,
just a
straight
D20.
D20.
A D20. Yep.
Oof, that's one failure. Jenzu, you
Yep.
are up.
Okay. Yeah, so Jenzu can't really actually. I'm just gonna try one thing again. I'm gonna ask you at game if this is even possible because it like you said, it's like not a direct beam, but it's still like a spell passing
spell?
through, I guess. So it is the hold on, my thing is now reloading. Shield of Faith. The shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus for AC during the duration.
You know what?
It
Roll.
won't do anything for Numa. Numa's unconscious.
Yeah, Numa's unconscious.
Oh, right, because I was going to try to see if it could break up, like, the tentacles. Like,
No, that it can't do that.
Unfortunately, while I appreciate
No,
your effort, with Numa unconscious, it appears that
doesn't
that divine spark seems to have mostly faded. It appears that the spell is going to function more rules as written. as of now.
Yep. Okay, so yeah,
The
he's
plot
like
seems
judging
to the plot seems to be leaning less in your favor.
Yeah, so like after slight hesitation, she's gonna kind of paddle around and try to get to the boat over here.
All right.
How far?
Oh, I forgot you don't have a
That'd be
swim speed.
you
So
can
you go.
dash.
And then another, and you're gonna
Do?
dash. All right, that's where you get.
Yeah.
You see a gigantic dark shape in the water that you think is the salamander from before.
Jenzu's gonna try to avoid that thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't trust
That's
that
wise.
All right. Next up, it's gonna. It is going to first speak with you, Zen. It is going to say, how much does this thing matter to you?
Zen's not gonna answer.
It's going to use Detect Thought. Can it? Wait, is that one sec? Is Detect Thoughts a spell from it, or is it its psychic ability? Let me double check. And I would honestly argue that that is... As I said, the plot is beginning to thicken in this barrier, so it seems like effects are beginning to translate a little less. We will argue that the telepathy still works for, again, plot reasons as well. This barrier is becoming more and more of a plot device than anything at this point.
So if it's gonna read my surface thoughts, what it would get is the sword is of less importance than Numa herself.
Okay.
That would be the surface thoughts. Zen is still he's like, I gotta get my sword back though. That's my sword. I worked hard for that sword, but Numa's more important, and so that would be the surface thoughts. And also, I'm gonna fucking kill this thing.
Yeah, it would speak with you again. Then I tire of this. This trade would not be even. And it is going to just, as a free action, just drop the sword into the water. And Numa sort of slides down to the bottom of the spherical barrier. The light closes down. And it seems to be concentrating on something. It kind of brings its hands forward and sinks into the water a little bit. It's sort of it seems to be concentrating on something as it puts its two arm tendrils towards the bulb. And they seem to like enwrap in the petals of the bulb and sort of seem to be reaching in almost. All right. Next up is the crew. Whatever. Next up is the twig blights. Doesn't seem to be over its fear of you quite yet, Siegfried. Yeah.
Siegfried, help!
Next up in the turn order is Mari. Mari is gonna go ahead and hop over here, grab you, and you're above the air now, so it'll be and they say to you, it'll be faster if I just carry you, and as Jenzu, they lift you up kind of underarms, and they're not especially strong, but they're able to kind of get you just above the surface of the water, and they're gonna attempt to fly you onto the ship with a slightly higher fly speed. Okay.
Thank Jenzu would kind of would be thanking Marge. She's like, oh, good, good. This is good.
So, Siegfried, you notice that the plants behind you seem to be crumpling and fading away. All of the plants on the ship, including the little twiggy guy, seem to be sort of like slowing their kind of ambient movement that they've been having. And the vine oars drop completely dead in the water.
He just died.
Siegfried,
Little pot just died.
No, he's not dead. He's just kind of not moving as much.
Like a nerd.
Yeah, he seems to be more inert. Or confused, I think. For the creature, the creature appears confused, but the other plants seem to stop animating. Mari does their thing. Siegfried, you are up. Siegfried, your little guy seems to be a little bit confused and trepidatious, even scared still.
Don't worry, I'll be back. I'm gonna head downstairs.
All
Below
right.
deck.
You head below deck. You see various red pods below deck, similar to when they find the eggs in the Alien movie franchise. You just see a bunch of these reddish pinkish bulbs that remind you of the head of the creature that have seemed to all grow within this ship. And as you're going down there, they seem to have originally been like there was a pink glow that seems to slowly be fading from within them as you are down there. There's I'd say 5 of these pinkish red orb sort of closed flowers within the bottom area of this ship, amongst what probably used to be some various supplies and stuff. But the area within the ship mostly is just covered in an immense tangle of vines that have just wrapped around and covered most of the surfaces and even grown into the wood in some places. You see a couple tables, there's a couple barrels, some have cracked open and are just filled with vines now. This entire internals of this ship seem to be mostly vines. And then these 5 bulbs. You still have your action and everything as well.
Threaten it. Threaten it with the child.
So would
Children, no. Creatures.
if we sense that those bulb things relate to the plant in any way, or
They look almost identical to what the plant creature's face looks like. They just don't have the tendrils poking out of them, and they don't seem to be as animated. But they're they're slightly bigger than the head. Probably about 3 feet tall, 1.5 to 2 feet wide. Some are bulging more than others.
right? Siegfried would attack them.
Okay, go ahead, roll to hit you'll start with 1 first. You still got Flame Tongue?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll to hit. That is a natural 20. You critically strike on this thing, bisecting it immediately, and just igniting the whole thing. As it splits open and just is bisected straight in half, out from it, you see several pink glowing shapes that are slowly losing their glow, and just seem to slop onto the floor. At least 5 or 6 brains just ooze onto the floor from within this now burning away plant structure.
Another brain-eating thing?
Huh?
This is another brain-eating monster?
It's just a pod, it seems, or at least the pod. So the pod did not react in any way besides igniting and opening when you sliced it in half.
I was talking
the brain,
about the
you
plant
sliced
guy.
through a couple of the brains as well. Siegfried, does this bother you much?
No.
Cool. So yeah, several brains just slop onto the floor. They were glowing that same pinkish glow that you were able to see within the plant thing's head, but the pink glow of them is now fading away, like I said earlier.
Can I ask if this causes any changes? Obviously, we wouldn't know what was happening in there. But
Oh
does
no,
it
you
cause
guys
any
from
changes
outside. You can
outside?
see that the ship, mainly the big vine oars that had been pulling the ship forward have now fallen mostly limp. You see the ship is almost deactivating, one might say. But you aren't aware of what's happening within the ship right now.
Right.
Does
Does
it
have any
react at all?
Sorry?
Does
Does
the creature like
react
unit
at all.
He seems focused. Like I said, his arms have reached in and are beginning to like reach into between the petals of his head.
Oh, this is rough.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Siegfried, do you kill another one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll. That hits. You don't need to roll damage. You slice open the next pod, a slightly smaller one, and a couple more brains fall out. Like 4 brains fall out. The floor is now slick with goo.
Brain. This is not Chris.
Huh?
This isn't cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Siegfried.
You're right.
So again, Siegfried, you're just cool with this, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Hi. Okay.
He's demented.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
He's like, ooh, they're popping.
Okay.
How fun. All right, Siegfried, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Are you still raging, by the way?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
Because
got
last turn I attacked. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you didn't rage pet your little buddy, we'll say.
No.
Okay. So you are now below deck, slicing up. You have 3 out of 5 brain sacs remain, or brain bulbs remain.
Wonderful. That is a wonderful imagery.
Yeah. All right. All right. Sorry, that was Siegfried. Next up is Zen. Zen. The creature seems to have stopped responding to you, but you feel the connection just about to fade, so you can probably get in another line here if you'd like.
One more line.
It seems like it's focusing on something now.
Oh, I got it. You're not worthy of the artifacts. The artifacts don't acknowledge you. We've earned the recognition from the previous owners. You're nothing but a thief.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Is this what is your end goal of this here? I'd say go ahead and roll in intimidation with advantage or persuasion with advantage. What are you trying to get? Are you demanding an action or are you trying to make him feel bad?
Discouragement.
Are you trying to entice him?
I mean, I was trying to like I was trying to like get him off his game, you know, like
Yeah.
break his
Break his
concentration.
concentration. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You may. All right. Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage as you say you say the word thief. You project that in particular, that feeling, that phrase, and you get a twinge of severe annoyance and acknowledgement. Like that caught his attention very severely. You see the
18.
bulb open up towards you and that pink glow is fading slightly and you see just this pulsating brain within the inner flowers of this creature and you hear a very human voice in your head. I am what I am now. What was before doesn't matter. What do you know?
Ooh.
So it's talking back to me now?
And it's still telepathic, but the voice is now a voice speaking in common in your head telepathically, as opposed to this alien sort of imagery and emotion that you were getting before. And the pink glow has faded from within, and you are speaking to a brain in a flower.
I know.
And you see the vines are from the hands are reaching into the brain and sort of poking at various parts of it right now.
I know that the old man wouldn't have wanted this. That's what I know. He wanted peace. He wanted the seas to be a calm place, but it couldn't be that way. So he wanted his own paradise. He wanted his own place to feel safe, to feel one with nature, to feel one with the sea. even though that want drove him away from it in the first place. And I know uh, that the whole point of these artifacts is to entice the freedom, the competition of freedom of the sea. That that hat over there accepted him because he was able to bring life again to the holy fish of Angelus. The rod accepted and chose me because I was willing to show kindness to one no that never got a chance of it before, to
To the harshness of the seas.
help someone pass, to help someone get away with their regrets, and to have someone to share with. Those are what we did to deserve these things. Now tell me what you did. Tell me who you are.
I am a growl. The alien telepathy returns and fades back, echoing out and away, like as if it's a microphone, and the growl is fading away. The voice
You're going
is
out.
back in. Sorry. Say again. Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Damn it! What did you miss?
I just heard like you were talking
Damn.
about the growling, but I don't know if you said any extra
I was saying
details.
Third part of more than that, but yeah.
It's like two people speaking in a microphone, and one leans forward and growls and then leans back, and then the human voice leans back forward and speaks to you again.
Okay.
What does it
I
say?
am known as Zumath. What I am is all I claim.
Wait, okay, so I don't know if it was just me or if you guys did too, but I just got disconnected and reconnected.
Sorry? Okay, so did you hear what I said just then?
I all I heard was I am.
Of course. Okay, so again, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect my internet. One sec.
I am Groot.
It's like
Your
when you get
connection to server has been interrupted.
Because I am Iron Man.
it's
Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yeah.
Everybody reload. Roll 20 again.
Reload. Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna
reload.
do this.
Roll 20. Please.
All right. I just did it with everything.
Okay, so while this reloads, you'll be able to hear me. Hopefully.
Yeah.
My name is Zimath. I am what I claim. This one was an avatar of the fishing god. I have claimed what they are. What they are is mine now.
So you're a parasite. You're
Oh.
parasitizing on an avatar of a god. Wait, did you hear what I said?
Sorry, I'm just resetting up the page for the visual aspect.
Okay.
Call it what you will. It is what I am.
So why do you even want the artifacts then?
They call to me.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just let go of the one you have, to no longer be stricken by the call?
The call is to the soul. It is an unknown feeling to us. We have to explore the possibilities presented. We must know. You have distracted it for its turn, so it passes completely. The crew goes. The twig blight goes. The twig.
Can I still drink my potion?
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
that
you
I'm.
You and well, this is all telepathic, remember, as well. So yeah, you drink your potion. Do you want to do a third potion of healing?
Yeah, and can I still hold my action?
Yeah. You have completely distracted him, and another turn passes. And I will say, everybody like does what they're doing. You're able to get over here. The salamander keeps slamming its head against this. Jenzu, you're able to grab the treasure chest with the help of
If Mari wants to bring it back to
it's
the
actually
ship,
it's really
that's fine.
it's pretty fucking heavy for Mari, but they're able to eventually get it across. So we'll say that you guys recover the chest, no problem. Jenzu, that Mari will come back to get you in a minute. We'll say like probably 3 rounds pass with that conversation. Siegfried, do you destroy the rest of the bulbs?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jenzu, you see the little twiggy creature in its pot sort of, like, feverishly, like, looking down the stairs, confused, like, very lethargic. And you see it looking down the stairs into the darkness below.
It got stuff down there.
Jenzu, are you gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna creep towards the stairs.
Okay.
And check out what's going down below. So kind of look at the plant thing. Look down the stairs. Be like,
Jenzu,
all right.
as you look down the stairs, roll a sanity check for me.
God. Okay. Just a flat d20.
Actually, I'm sorry, it's not completely
Can you
dark.
guys hear him?
Sorry?
Yes.
Can I hear who?
I don't think he could hear you.
I can hear Siegfried, I can hear Zen, I can hear Kara.
Yeah, but I don't think Zen can hear you.
Zen can't hear you, I don't think.
Oh, okay, he's disconnecting and reconnecting.
Okay.
Or did he just disconnect?
He just disconnected.
Not back.
Hello?
He's back.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you guys. I couldn't hear Ed, so I just disconnected from my computer and connected with my phone instead.
Aw, buddy. So I just told Kara Jenzu to roll a sanity check.
Sanity check. 13. Do I make it?
What's your sanity score?
You've seen many wars.
Oh, what is my sanity score?
It's all of your mental stats. It's the modifiers from your mental stats plus 10.
Oh, okay. That'd be like intel, wisdom,
and charisma.
And charisma.
All
okay.
3 of those, the mods for those added together.
Intel, wisdom, and
you should also write this down in the notes on your character
16.
sheet. 16?
Yeah, you should have a pretty high one. That's how I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think. Does rolling low on that mean that you pass, or is it a mod?
Well,
is it
they'd
a stat
have
with a
to add
modifier?
their.
How do they do it? So
you
it's a
add
16,
the modifier.
so you get plus 3 to that. So 16.
Yeah.
I'd say with a 16, you are just barely able to hold your both the drink from last night and your like mind as you see about 20 or so just brains of various levels of charredness and ripeness splayed out all over the ground, slightly illuminated by this flame-tongue greatsword that drips with it would drip if the blood did not evaporate off of it. Or it's not even blood, it's just an ichor, like a pinkish ichor at this point.
Yeah.
Off of the blade. As Siegfried turns to you, illuminated by the flame-tongue greatsword in the darkness, smiling as he has completed his task.
Oh, God.
Of course he's smiling.
This is a frightening scenario. You are just barely able to hold your grip.
So it takes a step back. He's not getting anywhere near that crazy person. Nope.
And this is just as the glow has completely faded now from the Oh wait. I'm sorry. He stopped concentrating. You see a couple of the brains start to illuminate slightly, the non-damaged ones, and like they aren't they sort of glow ever so dimly, and like the floor of this room glows dimly with that pinkish energy as the brains illuminate slightly. Although
Okay.
barely, like, compared to how it was before. It is a very, very dim glow.
Yeah.
Like a phone at the lowest brightness setting. Think about it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just barely. It appears
what,
that destroying the
what is-
pods has had some effect of some sort
Yeah.
somewhere.
What are those things? Oh God. Does Siegfried respond to my question of
Just
what are
Stares
they?
at you, smiling.
Siegfried doesn't talk.
Oh yeah, he doesn't talk unless he's raging or unless he's really curious about something.
Ah,
Oh wait, I didn't move last round.
Just
I
stares
would've
at you,
moved
Okay,
to
smiling.
here.
can Jenzu do a nature check or like Arcana check of some
All right,
sort?
you could go ahead and roll a nature check. These are plants, kinda.
Kinda.
So there are 2 DCs for this. One to understand their
Okay.
functionality, and one to understand what they are. The one to understand what they are is
Okay.
higher. Is that a straight roll, or it's...
Yeah, +2. Oh, that's a 9.
Okay. You don't understand what these are, and you can basically surmise, oh, those are probably holding brains. You as a player can make
Right.
your own conclusions based on that.
Cool.
L.
Okay. Brain things. That's fun. I didn't get to see that this creature has a brain in it, have I? Because I've left since then.
The pink glow is reminiscent to the pink glow that you saw in the creature's mouth when it telepathically spoke to you. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you might eventually realize, and it might be a little bit of fringe horror for you. A fridge horror. Like, you have to think about it, and then you're like, oh, wait, that was a brain.
Yeah, yeah.
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 All
Okay.
right. So we're going to go back into initiative now. I'm going to say 2 minutes, like 3 minutes have passed.
Hmm.
And the Numa has just fallen down to the base of the
Yeah, that's I'm like below the bubble. I'm like right below.
You are
where
within
Numa
arm's
is.
reach of them. Numa does have to make death saves. Technically, right?
I'll roll right now.
Roll
I'll
2
roll
death
2.
saves.
Failed. Pass.
So that's 2 failures.
Should I just roll it some? Cause you said like it was. Should I just keep going?
I guess go ahead.
Just see if it.
We'll see what happens.
Pass.
Here it is. This is
Of
it.
Pass.
You, Zen, as the blade rests at the bottom of the barrier, and you are engaged with this seemingly frustrated psychic plant creature with this pulsating brain within its flowery folds, which now you see has begun to illuminate once again as it stopped focusing on what it was doing. The tendrils retract as it seems to have balled up the vines into fists in a very human way, you notice. And the glow appears to have reinvigorated, although not as bright as it was previously. Yeah. Top of the turn order. Numa is stable, so I will write stable.
Oh, thank God.
And Mari does their thing. Siegfried is doing their thing. I'm just gonna skip to Zen for this round. Zen, are you going to continue to pry? How is this conversation going? It is fully engaged with you right now.
Okay.
You appear to have frustrated it.
So am I talking to the avatar right now or the thief, the coward, the weakling?
I am what I am. You can use your labels from this world. They don't matter. They don't matter.
Look at your hands. It seems like they matter to you.
Go ahead and roll either intimidation or persuasion with advantage.
Ooh.
It's the same for me either
Well,
way.
what point are you trying to get across here?
I'm trying to pry. I'm trying to like get it. I'm still doing the same thing. I'm trying to stab at it, keep it distracted, and
Roll persuasion
hit it
this
like
time. You're trying to convince
persuasion.
it that it is more human than it believes it is.
Yeah. Worthless
11.
human.
11, okay. You see the fists kind of unball and unfurl back into the vine-like appendages that they were before, as it kind of shakes the petals, and the thorny interior sort of seems to unravel slightly into like an even larger flower of like these tiny like thorn tendrils that appear to like wiggle and emerge in an intimidating way from the petals themselves alongside the normal long pistil tendrils. And it looks down at you, and this is the alien voice speaking to you once again. I'll be back for you.
You're not
You'll
going anywhere.
understand once you're in here. I'll add you, and then understand why you don't understand.
Sounds like you're about to run away. So not only are you a thief, you're also a coward. And you don't
Ooh.
scare me. I've literally fought avatars before. I've fought beings just under. Well, okay, that was less of a fight and more of was mercilessly attacked by a creature below a god. I've seen things that haunt my dreams, but you don't
Siegfried.
scare me, parasite. You don't scare me,
Ooh.
you spore on the ass of the world.
Oh!
I love it.
You are nothing but something snuggling up to someone that once had power. And that person, I'm honestly shocked because as an avatar of the sea god, you should be the very embodiment of freedom, of soaring through the seas, of going at your own stride. But to let yourself be manipulated, controlled, tasked to do the bidding of this is once again not what the old man would have wanted.
So, roll persuasion. This is at a different target.
I'm hitting both of them.
This one is not
All
with
right.
advantage, unfortunately.
That's fine.
With the previous comment, you lost the upper
Yes!
fucking hand.
Amazing.
Zen,
Yes.
you feel a curiosity through the telepathic link. The word curiosity comes to you. The words old man are repeated back to you, whispered as the voice. You feel the detect thoughts spell trying to pry deeper into your memory of that phrase. Do you allow it?
Yeah.
Visions of your interaction the past... did you guys set out immediately after, or was there another day?
There was another
So 2
day.
days ago. Your interactions with the ghost, the spirit, the koi, the parasites. The old man fading away as you prepare the soup made from the fish that he lovingly cared for so many years. All of that is translated and absorbed into the information center that is this creature. The glow, the pink glow fades for a moment, but then like almost changes hue slightly to a slightly more like purplish, like there's a hint of this bluish tint that seems to like come over it for a moment. And the creature freezes up for a sec. They sink slightly down into the water, the bluish glow sort of emanating throughout the ocean around them. And I'm going to have him make a concentration check. The DC is only 10, but still a concentration check. What's his constitution modifier? Because I don't think it's high enough. He has a +1 to constitution. The waves lap over the sea. Numa slides into your hands as you sheath her away, protected. Jormungandr is coming. Do you stop him? Could you stop him?
That's a whole thing in and of itself.
So Zen, you get a reaction. Jenzu, you're dealing with Siegfried right now. Zen, you may be the only witness to the end of this creature's existence. As the blue light is slowly flickering away and the pink begins to return, the maw of Jormungandr rapidly approaches from behind. You realize that you will have to swim out of the way, or you may be consumed as well, potentially. Damaged, if anything. You may get out, but this creature likely would not.
I still have my action held, so I will try move back, but I'm going to hook onto the I'll move myself. I'm going to hook onto the vest and try to rip it off of the thing before it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Is athletics or just...
This is we could say athletics check with advantage. As the rod touches and hooks onto the vest, you don't need to roll to hit. They seem almost magnetically attracted. As it hooks onto one of the pockets. So go ahead and roll athletics with advantage with your modified strength.
So I have a +10. Yeah. 10. Whoa, 23. But whoa. Yeah, 23.
23. The creature, as you hook onto the vest, the pink glow, the blue glow flickers out, and the pink glow returns. And it whips towards you immediately, burns in intensity, as the creature's viney arms go to attempt to grab at the vest, but they aren't there anymore. Jormungandr has actually nabbed both of the arms as the arms came up, and has begun thrashing with this creature in its mouth. We're back in the initiative order, but yeah. Zen, you reel in the vest of tackling.
Can I, in the same action as pulling it in, like just slit my arms through it?
Unfortunately, no. Okay, you can solidly grab it. Can we say that?
Yeah, sure.
You loop it around one arm, so you still have your arm free while you have it on you. Okay. So it's not gonna get like pulled out of your hand without a fight.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was trying to
Jormungandr will
prevent.
get a free attack against this creature. Jormungandr's modifier is...
I think it's like a +7.
It has multi-attack as well. +8 to hit. Oh yeah, that's right. He's nasty now. Also... Okay, wait. He does a bite and a tail. He would just go for the bite, frankly, if we're being entirely honest here.
He wants to eat him.
He wants to eat him. That's a hit. He deals a lot of damage. He deals 3d10
He can only go
plus
for the
5.
tail if he doesn't. He can only hit with the tail if he doesn't hit with the bite.
Agreed.
The grab, that is. Yeah.
3d10 plus 5 damage to this creature. 19. How far are we? 5, 8. 95. You see the vines torn off. One of the arms is simply torn away and bitten away as Jormungandr bites down at this creature, and they get another attack. As the tail whips around to finish off in an attempt to finish off the creature, and that does hit. And the tail deals. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. He is grappled with the bite attack because he can't use the tail against a grappled target. He is currently in the jaws of Jormungandr. Jormungandr bites off one arm, swallows it, and is currently biting at one of the creature's legs, and it is now panicking and attempting to escape. We are back in the initiative, starting at Jormungandr's turn. Zen,
So
you are
it's
next.
Oh, I'm next.
Yeah, because that was your held action. So
that's
now Zen,
true.
you get your regular action for the turn.
So I'm gonna speak to it, and I'm gonna say, what was the avatar's name?
You don't know?
Didn't he say it, or did he
So
just say?
you heard it say it is Zimath. Szimath.
Yeah, but that's
Although
not the
there
that's not the
is
guy.
there is a distinct impression that even if the voice that you heard was correct, it was also a mockery, a mimicry of sorts. Also an echo of something that still exists within the creature but is no longer linked to the creature it originally was.
Okay, I understand.
Something has
So-
been stolen and something is possessed.
Zmath, not the one that exists now, but the one that existed then. What is it that you really want? Do you want to be put out of the misery? Do you want to be free once again?
They wanted recognition. They wanted freedom. But I don't understand. I thought the artifacts they called, they were going to be the answer. I need to know. You're clearly not.
No,
The voice is coming through, just barely tinged by the telepathic subtext. This is clearly not as vulnerable as it previously was.
freedom. If you want to know, I'll tell you. Freedom is security. Freedom is the choice to determine what your fate is. Recognition doesn't matter. You, the recognition of others might make you feel grand, but it's only in accepting yourself and the freedom that you can provide to yourself which truly can have you rise to greater heights. If he wanted that freedom and recognition, I'll live it for him. Because it seems like it's too late for him to do it himself. And it looks like another person, another man that embodied the sea is taken with it. And that is something I truly hate to see.
Too late. You
It's not too late.
spoke of as Jormungandr twists and tears the leg out and snaps onto the other one. You speak of troubled dreams. You have no idea.
I told you you'd pay for what you did to Numa, and I'm gonna let her do it. I'm gonna spend an action to use my racial ability to heal Numa 9 hit points.
Numa rises from the sheath into the waters.
Numa,
Thank you.
Anytime. But we have work to do.
There is trepidation as it registers the form. It sees Jormungandr tearing into it, though, and it sees its opportunity. You've taken your action. However, it is Numa's turn now, as she goes after you in the initiative order. Numa is awake. Numa is no longer grappled and stunned. Numa is ready to fight again. Does she do so?
Return him to the sea. And
The
I'll have
blade
Numa-
spins forward. And remind me again which blade Numa possesses right
Numa is
now.
the long sword, the Heart Seeker.
I see. Heartseeker pierces forward. Roll your attacks with Numa.
All right.
It is currently grappled. I don't know if that... It is not restrained, though, so it doesn't have advantage or anything, I don't think.
Attacking twice, both hit.
Indeed.
It does.
Hit. You can roll the damage, but I believe the minimum is enough. That is very definitively enough.
33
God.
damage.
And as a reminder, this is an aberration for what it matters.
Yeah. That's why I did the 22. It's plus 22. Cage.
Numa will follow your guidance, though they slice with a hint of fear inside them that they could possibly be subject to this again if they do not strike this thing down now. Jormungandr bites and chews and gnaws at the creature's form. Numa has an opportunity to finish it off before Jormungandr swallows it whole. What does Numa do?
Make it as painless as possible. The former owner of that body might still be able to feel this.
Numa understands and gives a gentle chuckle.
No man of the sea should go by being eaten by a sea monster.
Not much of a sea monster, it seems. Look at its struggle. As Numa quickly slices away at the bulb, removing it from the rest of the body, which is quickly slurped up like spaghetti by Jormungandr. And the center? Question mark?
Well,
Dezen? The center?
Well, the center. Of
Implying, should she strike down the brain?
Oh, yes.
She does so swiftly, with one quick motion. Does she have the Force Blade as well, the enchantment?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
3 slices, seemingly simultaneous, from one slice. Bisected, trisected. As the 7 petals fall away, and the remains sink down into the sea. You see a couple of little reflective silver shapes, a school of fish swimming around deeper below, lit by the moonlight. As the petals are left to sink to the sea, the brain is quickly snapped up by the little shiny fish before they disperse and swim away as a horde. And the
That could be
encounter
a problem.
is complete. We are now out of initiative. Is there anything else that you would like to do on this battle map?
Yo, I just want to fight with words, guys.
That was epic.
Who would have thought this would have happened
Freaking
in
amazing.
Arcanautus?
I know.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
fly onto the ship
This is why I
and
usually throw
start
sea
looting.
monsters at you guys, because I know that you're very good role players.
So freaking cool.
I'm gonna start looting the place. He said magic items.
So, Zen, you go to the stairs. Make a sanity check.
I already saw the brain. I want to make that clear. I already saw
And
the.
you understand what it was. You see 20 of them scattered about the floor, damaged, pulsating, or no longer pulsating.
You understand it better than us.
So I think I have a. Let me double check my sanity score. My sanity is. I gotta scroll really high up.
Actually, Jenzu could warn you ahead of time.
I'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Jenzu seems... You go to approach, and Jenzu seems quite shaken as they come up. I'm gonna say... I won't have you guys do the same effect if it didn't surprise both of you. If you're not gonna be surprised, I'm gonna say you're pretty much fine.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you don't want to go down there. It's a lot of little brains, a lot of... What happened to the plant creature?
Jormungandr ate the flesh, and I took care of the mind, I guess.
All right,
as
well,
this is happening, Siegfried's gonna take like 2 brains and just bring them up and throw them at Jormungandr.
Jormungandr happily and greedily eats them.
Jormungandr
seems really excited by the concept of eating these right now. Like, they seem very, very happy about it. Like, stimulated.
Stop that.
Can I smack
them? God.
Can I smack them away?
I'm gonna give them a thumbs up and give them more.
No. No,
you guys are gonna have to stop Siegfried if you want him to stop. Otherwise, he will feed all 20 brains to end the remains to Jormungandr.
So Siegfried, those brain things take over people's minds. It might take over Jormungandr's mind. That's what
Jenzu grabs
Zen
as he's saying this.
Oh, I apologize.
I know what I'm saying.
Jenzu?
Jenzu's gonna grab him by the shoulder, and then as
grab
he's
Siegfried?
being told. Yes.
Siegfried's gonna rage.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Siegfried, come on! Siegfried, come on!
I was putting my hand on your shoulder to stop you.
Siegfried,
hold on.
You're
not supposed to touch him. You're not supposed to touch him.
Come on! The little plant looks up at you.
Yeah, you're teaching this child bad lessons. Don't do this.
Survival.
Eating leftover brains isn't survival.
This is a contested strength check.
The child goes up and curls in a corner underneath by one of the brain pods.
Numa, smash all the brains.
Feeding those to Jormungandr. That's food.
All right, I'm gonna have Siegfried make a contested strength check and then an initiative check versus Numa.
Versus Numa? Okay.
Just see who's faster. Yeah, I see what's happening here.
This doesn't make sense. Why is this not going to the back?
Where the horses
he's
are
raging right now, so is that with advantage?
Yes? The contested strength check is.
Right, that's what I was asking.
Oh, I know what's happening here.
This is your best chance, Jenzu, ever to defeat Siegfried in a strength thing right now.
Strength, or is Numa doing the strength?
You are doing the strength.
No, Numa's initiative. If you fail to stop Siegfried, if you can stop Siegfried, you can. Oh,
are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh no, you just barely didn't do it, my dude. As Siegfried breaks free.
God.
So now, Siegfried,
wait.
Roll an initiative
check.
He
also gets advantage on initiative.
Who does?
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Siegfried.
So Siegfried, roll versus Numa. Zen, roll for Numa. Siegfried, roll your own. The Numa difference in the number is how many brains are going to be delivered onto. Wow, again. All right.
I just need to check to see. It would just be their dex mod, right?
Yeah.
So it's
as with a
plus
normal
3
creature.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you are tussling with Jenzu and Zen, Zen kind of commands Numa to finish off the brains, and we'll say Siegfried went to go toss the first two in, and with that difference in initiative, I'd say with the command, Jormungandr was able to get one just because of narrative priority, but just because he said he did the thing. But Numa was able to stop the second one from going in and quickly went down and just sliced and diced the lot of them while Jenzu stopped Siegfried.
Or slowed him down at least.
Actually,
guys
wait. There is one more initiative that we need to consider here.
The plant.
Yes.
Did
Oh
you
wait, the
kill the
plant
plant?
thing's master is dead.
Yes, it is, which means
the plant
it
thing's
has
down there with
to
the brains.
roll a. Okay, yeah, no. You see it attempted to go for one of the brains until the brain is immediately smashed by Numa, and it kind of recoils back into its pot.
I'm here, little pot.
I forgot he named it Little Pot.
I will remember this. Taking food out of Jormungandr's mouth. How dare you?
Actually,
He
I just
worked hard.
put more food in his mouth a second ago. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't give a damn. Remember
Siegfried,
this.
can you make a note on your
Siegfried
character
rule.
sheet for me?
Yep.
stupid grudge.
Jormungandr. No, that's just assumed. Jormungandr has the statistics of a giant crocodile, right?
Yeah.
Add 2 to the intelligence score.
You fool!
Oh, Christ.
It now has an intelligence of 4.
How Siegfried's gonna walk up to Jormungandr and start petting him. Who ate a avatar of a god? It was you?
Actually, I don't think you knew that. I don't think you would know that. You weren't there for that.
Jormungandr said it thanks to you it tasted stringy, and I didn't get to eat the gooey part. Thank you for tossing me some.
Understand. It's okay. You're welcome.
I didn't get to eat the gooey part, he says.
I'm so happy that we stopped that further.
It's okay.
A Jormungandr that's more intelligent than Siegfried cannot be allowed to live.
Yes, that is, yeah.
I'm gonna go back to looting now.
Alright, you realize as you are going about looting this place, he had the pot of the cask of gold. Not a lot of stuff left in here. Besides
He said magic items.
Besides a whole bunch of fishing gear that if any of you have detect magic or anything?
I think I do. Let me check my spell list. Yes, I do.
Okay, so you find
I'd use that, yeah.
a couple of simple reel rods, hooks, fishing lines, a fold-out stool, a stick of beef jerky, a net, various colorful lures, bobbers, pliers, a pair of these dark shaded sunglasses by the looks of it, what we would in modern days call literal sunglasses, 5 feet of medical tape, a small jar of this strange, like, white cream in, like, a toothpaste tube looking thing.
Sunscreen.
That says, like, a strange magical symbol. You don't know what SPF 1000 stands for, but you get the feeling that the 1000 means that it's good at whatever it does. Yeah, so you see a bunch of these piled in a corner with various, like, in the back corner, all these items, and various mad conspiracy theorist scrawlings on the table between all of them, like some of the red marker like going over the vines and through like over to various of the items, like, and the language that it's written in is like a variation of common, but like you can't really understand it. It's like how
Is
you
it
can
deep speech?
No, do any of you speak undercommon?
No.
Okay, so you're able to, like, you can't really understand the words, but you're able to get, like, the gist, because there are some words that are the same between the two languages. Like, you see the word, like, connection, or, like, to the sunglasses, important, like, they're circled a couple times, and they are, like, say, important. So yeah, that's what you see. You see all of these various things. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm
did
wearing
you
the
say
vest,
one of
by
you
the
had
way.
detect magic or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Cool. If you ritually cast detect magic, all of these items are magical except the beef jerky, which appears to just be beef
Okay.
jerky.
What
Lightly
type of
salted,
magic?
and lightly peppered.
Nice.
Is it a Slim Jim?
It is a non-brand recognized, beef jerky.
Meat stick.
Fisherman's choice.
Nice. What type of magic are they? Or are they all varying?
They are
like,
all conjuration.
okay. So I would tell the others this.
Okay.
So I'm casting.
It looks. Well, it's a bunch of fishing stuff. It tried to bribe us with this.
Zen,
Stupid
you said
fucking.
you put on the vest.
Yeah,
Are you taking the time now as you guys are exploring the ship to attune to it as well?
not currently, no.
Okay. You feel the potential for approval has been essentially met. Siegfried, you feel, as you're wearing the hat as well, the presence of all three of these items in the same room together. You guys feel confident, at peace, but also excited. It feels good to be on the sea.
Well, it looks like there's nothing else on this ship.
Siegfried's gonna take the sunglasses.
Siegfried, you put on the sunglasses. You look great.
You can't see. It's dark
It
in
is
here.
very dark out, though. You cannot
can't
see
see anything.
anything. Dark vision.
I have
So dark vision. Everything is black and white for you right now. You cannot see.
Now it's all
colors.
just black.
No.
Now
It
it's-
technically, it would be black and white because everything would essentially be darkness. But he has dark vision, so it's shades of grays and blacks. Mostly blacks, though.
Well, it looks like we got another ship, guys. Does this thing?
Okay.
Well, is this thing still in good enough
The
state
plants
to?
will need to be cleared out for it to be livable. There's a lot of organic material in here. Also, the brains. It
Yeah.
smells like brains. It smells like the inside of a person's head. Like,
How do
Like,
you know what that smells like?
it's, well, you get the feeling that if anybody was to walk in here, they would definitely immediately conclude, oh, this smells like what a brain probably smells like. Oh, no.
It smells like murder in
It
here.
smells like
Yeah.
murder in here. It smells like a cheap horror movie in here.
well, I mean,
I was typing that phrase. It smells like
So
murder in
this
here.
ship will require some serious deep cleaning. But if you
Mhm.
guys look out over the edge of the ship, you see that that Jormungandr is already beginning
Looking at
to
it.
spaghetti noodle up the vine oars, and so you feel the ship yank to the side as he's like pulling all the vines and stuff and eating them off the edge of the ship.
Mhm.
I can work with that.
Yeah, so it'll take you a while to clean this ship up, but you guys apparently just got another ship to your fleet.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I don't know about you guys. How do you feel about ending the session here? Do you want to get back?
Pretty solid.
Sorry?
Yeah, I would
If you
prefer
want to
to
stop here,
get back.
Because I was gonna say we're gonna lose Jenzu at 11, so like, and
Yeah.
frankly, I don't know if I can.
I
top-
want clout.
I'm not mad at that. I feel like this is a good place to just, yeah.
I want the clout. I've been waiting for the clout.
Well, we
All right.
we can see
How
what,
how
I
about
feel like,
this? How about I say I expected this encounter to either be much shorter and I would have time in the session to get things ready, or it would take much longer and we wouldn't end at like 11. So, as the dungeon master, I am unfortunately going to have to say, give me a week. I'll get back to you on that.
Totally fine. Totally fine. I think this is like a perfect place to end it. Just like we're, preparing our ships to head back.
A new
Just-
ship has been
yeah.
added to your fleet.
Yeah.
Zen,
We
you
know-
have gotten a chance to interact with the memories, it seems, of an avatar. Perhaps not the same. It did have to delve, and it did seem unfamiliar. This realm that you were communicating in, the mindscape, gave you more insight than you would normally have. Go ahead and just roll an insight check for me, Zen, to glean a little bit more information about what you were seeing as it telepathically spoke, and that's what we'll end the night on.
Yes.
Oof.
10. All right.
Oh.
You were able to get the gist that that brain was not the old man's. Another avatar, another place, another time. But you can't really glean anything else beyond that. You're not sure how much the avatar remained. Although based on the way the creature was talking, it seemed like it had the memories and was having trouble parsing them or absorbing them completely, perhaps. The creature seemed conflicted somehow when certain things were brought to light, when its vulnerabilities were poked at. And with that, have a beautiful night, my lovely, lovely players. I will see you again next week.
Thank you so much, Hawk. This is a great session.
Good night,
Peace.
everybody.
Good night. Good night, all.
All right.